What's poppin', y'all? What it do, Mocha Latté gang? It is your girl Mocha Baby, and welcome back to my channel. Before we get things started, y'all already know how we get down here. We're just one big happy lit family, and that's just what it is. I do a little bit of everything on my channel, from video game reviews, reality television reviews, music reviews, my mixology with the blend jet. We talk about real issues, spirituality, finances, and anything all in between. Now, this video right here, I've been getting so many questions on all my social platforms, even down to my Snapchat, y'all. So I decided to make a video, even though at first I didn't feel like making one, and I was, answering the questions as they came. But a lot of you guys, I've noticed, are asking these same questions. So I decided, instead of answering the same question 1,673 times, why don't I just make a video? Go ahead and make the video, and you guys can watch it at your leisure. And that way you'll find out any and everything that I know that you could possibly want to know about your taxes for this year. So before we get started, go ahead and smash that subscribe button if you are not already subscribed, and go ahead and join the Mocha Latté gang. Then ring that bell so you can be notified every single time that I post. And go ahead and like the video, and if there is any questions that I do not answer in this video, you guys can leave them down in the comment section down below, and I will try to get back to you at my earliest convenience. So let's get it popping. So one of the major questions I've been getting about is about PATH, and I want to explain that to y'all before I go to showing y'all about tax transcripts and stuff like that. Basically, what PATH is for those of us that have low income, that we can get certain credits. It's just two of them, and it's not the CTC, which is the child tax credit that everyone thinks it is. What it is the earned income credit, and then the additional tax child credit. So the additional tax child credit is completely different from the CTC, which is the first child tax credit. If you just getting that CTC and not the other two credits that I just mentioned, then you are not on PATH, and this does not apply to you. But if you get the earned income credit and the additional child tax credit, then you would be on PATH. Now with PATH, by the time y'all see this video, PATH will have lifted, and I have seen where certain people was asking me, well, is PATH over the 15th or is it over the 17th? Because, and I can see where that would be a liable question, because for the last 10 years since they started PATH has always ended on February 15th, no matter what. But this year, for whatever reason, it's ending on the 17th, which would be yesterday by the time y'all see this video, which was Monday. Now with Monday and the 17th being a holiday, a federal holiday at that, which is President's Day, there will be no movement on Monday, and probably very little movement today, Tuesday and Wednesday. We probably really truly won't see any movement on our tax transcripts or on the where's my refund tool until the end of this week. And I want you guys to understand that, so you won't stress yourself out, you won't be obsessed. Just keep checking back, and possibly getting yourself locked out of your account, or having them flag your account, because that will flag your account if you just checking too much. As well as they only update once a day, and they update sometime around 6 o'clock in the morning. I want you guys to understand that. And once you check that one time a day, you don't have to check any more that day, because it's not going to be any movement past that one time that you check. And a lot of y'all be like, well, Mocha, you say that, but how do I know to check? How do I know when I update? That's something that I'm going to answer a little bit later on in the video when we get to talking about codes and cycles, because I know a lot of y'all don't understand that, and it can get what's the word I'm looking for? It can go over your head if you don't understand it, because it's really nothing but sequences of numbers and stuff like that. But I'm going to try to explain it to you in the simplest way so that you will understand it. So without further ado, the first question is, Boca, how do I get to my text transcripts? Well, what you want to do is you want to go to the IRS website, and you see where's the pages, where's my refund, and see right here where it says check your refund. That's where you normally would check your refund on the where's my refund tool. But a little secret is that your tax transcripts usually, I won't say all the time, but usually they update before your where's my refund. So if you want to know when you're gonna get that DDD or that direct deposit date, what you want to do is you want to go into your online account. So you can access that information, and basically right here it's just talking about how you can access your tax records, if you owe the IRS anything, how you can make payments, this, that, and the third. So you can read through that. But for the important thing for you guys is that you want to click sign in, and it talks about ID.me, and this is where you're going to find all the information on your text transcripts. Now, if you don't have one, you want to go ahead and click the green button. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys before we do that what you're gonna need if you have not created one. Well, I'm sorry, not the green, the white one down here is if you don't have one. You want to click the white one. The green one is if you already have one. But if you don't, you click the white one, and it's going to ask you, typical questions, and it's going to get to a point where it's going to want you to verify who you are, and they're going to ask for a couple documents, and there's a couple different ways you can do this. It's certain documents that they will use, and you don't have to video verify. And if you video verify, they're going to ask you for 2 documents. And it's going to be a list of those documents that they're going to ask you for. Now, that part, I don't really know how they pick. It might be random. It might not be. I'm not entirely sure. But it's once you get in and you start signing in and creating your account, it's going to be whichever one the IRS or ID.me wants for you to do. And, they might ask you for your W-2s, ID, Social Security card, light bill, your ID or driver's license, just to name a few of those documents that you might need in order to create this account. And once you get through all that, you take pictures of it, and then they will either let you verify just from those documents, or you will have to video verify. Now, when you video verify, the same documents that you took the pictures of, it's the same documents you're going to use in the video verification, which is they'll want to see your face. They ask you a couple questions, simple birthday, where you live, and they might ask you about your address. Is it an apartment? Is it a house? If you use your driver's license, for instance, they'll ask you to take it from your nose and point it to the camera. They can see you, you can see them. And then let's say you use your W-2, they'll ask you to put that piece of paper up in the camera so that they can see it, and that you actually are the one with this identification, and it's your face, this, that, and the third. And then once you get through with that, then they'll tell you that the verification is complete, and that they're going to send you an email with further steps on how to get into your ID.me account, which is basically you're gonna use a password, and then you're gonna have to verify the information really that you just talked to them about. You're just verifying that again. It's really quick and easy. And then once you do that, you can get into your ID.me account. So since I already have one, we're going to go ahead and click the green one. And this is where you will sign in. Sign in. And then it's going to ask you to verify yourself. So I'm finna do that. And then after you do that, you're in, easy peasy. And this is what it looks like once you get in. You can check your notifications. And if they want you to verify yourself again, usually it'll be a notification of it in between these three right here. But this is where you go to look at your transcripts. You go to view your tax records. And it's going to have your information. And then I'm going to click view my transcripts. Now this part is crucial, guys. This part is a key. They're going to have 3 to 4 different transcripts that you guys can look at. And the one that we are concerned with is the account transcript. Now you would click the one, I'm not going to click mine, but y'all would click the one for 2024 because that's the tax year that we are talking about. And you would click right by it, right next to it, and it's going to open up. Now I'm finna get ready to show you guys an example of what you're looking at, and we're going to get ready to dive into what you guys need to understand on here. Okay, y'all, so this is the meat of what this video is about. The account transcript. A lot of you say, Mocha, how do I read this? What is this? And when am I going to get my money? I'm going to answer all that for you right now. But in order for you to know when you're going to get your money, first of all, you got to be able to understand what it is you are looking at. I'm going to break it down for you piece by piece. So that way you won't get confused if we just start talking about everything all at once. So first thing I'm going to handle is what's in the purple, because I see quite a few questions about the as of dates and the return date and processing dates. Unlike a lot of people that know about taxes and tax preparers, I'm not gonna bullshit y'all. If I don't know, I don't know, and I'm gonna tell you I don't know. And I'm gonna ask you what you know, usually by asking you what do you see on your transcripts. That's why it's important for you to know how to read your transcripts, and then put with whatever I know on my end and my personal know-how, and we can figure it out together. But if I don't know, I don't know. And this is one of them things, y'all, I don't know what the hell the as of date means. But I do know it means something, unlike what they'll tell you, oh, that don't mean nothing. It means something, but that's not really for our use on this side. That's for the government, for the IRS. Those are numbers that help them do what they need to do. Now, the next thing, when we get into the transactions and the codes and stuff, all these codes that you guys see, the 150, the 806, the 766, the 768, and then the last credit, which we're going to get to after I finish talking about these, those are all good credits. Now, the credits that you want to be on the lookout for that may cause some alarm are the 570, and 971. Those are the credits that you should be most concerned about if you see them, because then that means that there is something going on with your taxes, and they are going to contact you about it. Now, they do not, and I repeat, they will not contact you any other way besides the letter. That's how the IRS has always worked. They're not going to call you and ask you for any information over the phone. They always deal in letters. With several of my clients, and as well as myself, I've actually dealt with notices. So I definitely, now with that, I do know what I'm talking about. So if anybody calls you guys and asks you for anything on the phone, they are scamming, baby. Do not give them any of your information on the phone. They're going to contact you with a letter first, and then you go from there. It's going to be steps in the letter to tell you about how you need to go about doing what it is that you need to do, whether it's verification, whether they need more information from you, whether it's some paperwork you may didn't have at the time when you filed, but you went ahead and filed it, and they may want to steal that paperwork that you got after you filed. Whatever the case may be, it's going to have instructions on about how to deal with it in that letter. And I have seen so many people worry about that. Now that we've dealt with that, we see our good credits, which is our EIC, and our ACTC, which is our PATH credits. Now, next to those is another thing that I see people always concerned about is, why do it say 4/15/2024, or for this year it would say 4/15/2025? Y'all, it's real simple. That's just the last day that the official tax season ends. It ends on that day. So they put that day in for their use. So that's the time frame that they have to be, hopefully, process your return and get your refund out to you. It generally hardly ever takes that long unless there's something else going on, some kind of technicality or something. So just don't worry about the 4/15. Don't think, oh, it's gonna take that long, I got bills to pay, or I wanted to get my baby this, or I wanted to go on vacation. No, don't stress yourself out, boo. It's coming. Now for the meat of this conversation, and probably one of the most things that I have been asked personally on Snapchat, in text groups, on Facebook, and on my X account, is cycle codes. What are they? How do I read them? First off, you'll see a sequence of numbers starting with the year of the taxes that we're filing. Like, say for instance, this say 2024, so it's going to be that year. Then it's going to be another 2-digit number, and then after that, which is what you see circled, is another 2-digit number. The last 2 digits are the numbers that are most important. And I'm not sure you can see what I've marked up in red, so I'm just going to tell you what it is. Basically what I'm saying is that if you have at the end 01 to a 04, you are a daily update. That means you update on your Monday, you update on 01. If you have an 02, you update on Tuesday. If you have a 03, you update on Wednesday. If you have a 04, you update on Thursday. Those are the days that you want to check your transcripts to see if you have a update. And you can check your where's my refund too. But if you really want to know, this is where you check your transcripts on those days. If you check it on any other day, it will not be a update. Only on your cycle day will you get an update. So you don't have to check 2-3 times if you're a 04 on Monday and Tuesday, because honey boo boo, you're not going to be updated by then. And if you are a 05, you update on Friday, probably late Friday. Like I told you guys earlier in the video, they update at 6 a.m. So with that, you don't have to check. If you are a Friday updater, you don't have to check Monday through Sunday or Monday through Wednesday, because you're not going to have an update then either. You guys can stop driving yourselves insane, because I see it all the time. I get questions all the time. I mean, y'all literally be going crazy, and it is the same way every single year. So once you know what date you update and what day that you should check your updates, now we can get finally down to the code at the bottom, which is the most important, which is what everybody wants to know, which is that direct deposit date. Now the code that goes with that is the 446, which is when your refund will be issued. That is the most important. That's down in the green. That is the most important code on this entire transcript. If you want to know when I'm gonna get my money, when can I buy my baby some new shoes? When can I take my family on vacation? Okay, when can I go get me? And you know I don't drink expensive bottle all year round, but I'm finna splurge a little bit. I'm finna go get me a bottle. We finna pop bottles. That is the date that is most important to you. When you see that date, that is when your tax refund should be in your account. Very quickly, the other couple questions I've been asked in reference to TurboTax, and maybe some of these other places too, but a lot of them I saw that are subscribed to me. A lot of my Mocha Latté gang members, they want to know about this thing, Credit Karma, that is with TurboTax. It's a misunderstanding that if you pay $25 to receive your tax refund 5 days early, they were thinking that it meant even before they say that it's supposed to be deposited. No, what it means is, for example, if your refund date is March the 13th, you will get your refund check 5 days before the 13th. That's what that means. That's when it will hit. Either if you pay the $25, it will hit your regular bank account, or if you signed up for the Credit Karma money card, it'll hit that card and you don't have to pay anything. So I hope I've cleared that up for you guys. If there's anything that I did not talk about in this video, please feel free to ask me in the comment section down below. As always, if you are not subscribed, please smash the subscribe button, ring the bell so you can be notified, and let me know when you guys want to see if you like more informational videos like this one and some of my other financial videos. Whether y'all are missing my BlendJet recipes and want to get back to the BlendJet, let your girl know in the comment section down below, and as well as anything else that you guys want to know about your taxes, what different codes mean, what's the best credits that you should try to claim for your particular tax situation. We can talk, and I'll try to help you in the best way that I know how. But as for now, and as always, I want y'all to stay blessed, stay fly. May angels be encamped around and about you. Until next time.